Hello, my lovely people. It's Queen Agnes. Welcome to QueenTv, where I encourage women to be earnest and brilliant and overall empowered. Very hard thing for me to talk about, but okay. So I did the 2 parts, and after I did those 2 parts, well, before it just I recorded the first part of my Christmas series. I did it like a week and a half ago before I did the other one, which I did 2 days ago. And I was trying to upload part 1 on Christmas Eve, and then part 3 on Christmas morning, and then part 3, which is this one, on Christmas Eve, like Christmas evening. But it didn't work out as planned. It was making it very difficult for me to edit and all of these other things. It was just stressing me out, and I was like, God, don't you want me to share your, like, the truth, like you know? And I was like, I wasn't hesitant this time. I obeyed because I felt it so heavy on my heart, and I feel like a lot of people were following this thing, and I just felt like I had to really talk about it. So yeah, I wasn't uploading, and I'm like, I was just about to give up. But then, you know what? I was like, I just kept praying, God, try. And he just kind of showed me in a way how when you try to speak your truth, the enemy is going to be there to attack you. But you can't give up. You have to keep going. So I kept going. And then finally yesterday after church, I was able to finish, like literally when I was going to church, I was editing that video. And then when I came back, I was able to export it. And after exported, I was able to upload it in time. And so I uploaded it yesterday. And then part 2, I tried to do the same thing so I can upload it like later that evening, since I uploaded in the afternoon. But it wasn't working. So I was just like, you know what? Then I had to work Christmas night. So I couldn't do anything. It was packed. It was crazy busy. So I didn't even touch my phone or even open it to even check the time or anything. So there goes that. So I didn't do that. So then when I came home from church, okay, actually yesterday I edited the video. Like, I was able to edit it, but I wasn't able to export it for some reason. So then when I got from work, I stayed up like pretty late trying to figure out how to export the video. But I got it exported, not yesterday night, but this morning, because I wasn't able to. No, actually it was yesterday night. Yeah, it was yesterday night. And then this morning, like really early, I woke up early, like 6 a.m. And then I woke up, and then I was getting the process of uploading it to YouTube. And it usually takes a while if the video is long. So then I uploaded it, and I got a schedule to come out at 1 p.m. So we're all good now. So part 3, my conclusion, or what I've decided. So part 3 originally was going to be me reacting to the rest of his video, and I stopped at 50 minutes, but I don't see the point in reacting to it, and I will link down the video below. You could go watch it for yourself. Basically, he just goes into more of the different Christmas traditions and how they're all pagan related. And so I was like, there was really no point to go into it. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. Go find out the truth for yourself. But as for me, I felt no reason to really react to it. I did watch the whole video with my family, so that's why I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have to react to the rest. I'm just gonna present my conclusion. So personally, aside from watching the video, I've been doing my own research. So even though a lot of what the video was saying shocked me, because I really didn't know those things, there's other things that I have been researching that already without even knowing the truth about Christmas. Already before that, I was already hesitant. And like I said in the beginning of part 1, before the video was even in my mind, I was already leaning towards not celebrating Christmas. My only thing was, Christmas is a great time and season to share God and to take advantage of a time period where people have the word Christ in their mouths. The most time of the year that they have Christ in their mouth. So that was the only thing that was really baffling me. And that's why I was kind of on the edge of, should I do it or not? But at the end of the day, I don't have to celebrate Christmas. I can use, just because I take that opportunity and that season where everybody's saying Christ the most, to share Jesus and to share his word, it does not mean that I'm celebrating Christmas. Because I personally feel, and like I said, whether you, after knowing the truth, whether you want to celebrate Christmas or not, it's totally fine. It doesn't mean just because I don't celebrate it that anymore, that I'm going to heaven. It doesn't. It's not going to save me. That's not the only thing that's going to save me. I just, a personal choice. And after reading what this is my conclusion, and this is why I'm making this conclusion. So I just felt Christmas, everything about Christmas, down from the Christmas tree, the mistletoe, the caroling, I can never say that word, caroling, down to the colors, everything about Christmas is pagan oriented. So I don't think as Christians we should support that. And so that's why I choose not to celebrate Christmas anymore, because I feel like Christmas has nothing to do with Christ. Don't get me wrong, like we have studied and learned together, why they put Christ Mass was to make it seem like they were worshiping God, when all in reality is so many pagan traditions from all over coming together to form this fake holiday. And then, so really, if you don't celebrate Christmas, it doesn't mean you're against Christ, because really it's not even about Christ. And how they say Jesus is the reason for the season? Well, not really. So that's why I choose not to celebrate Christmas. And I also feel like if we celebrated Christmas the right way, talking about, okay, let's just say Christmas is about Christ. I don't see it. I don't see how people are doing that. I don't see how people are celebrating Christmas in a Christ way. Every time I think of Christmas, I think of gifts. Every time I think of Christmas, I think of Santa Claus. Every time I think of Christmas, I think, Christ is not the first thought on my mind. And I'm a Christian, so like, I'm not gonna lie here. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. And so I feel like if I celebrated Christmas, it wouldn't be because of Christ. Like, if I choose to celebrate Christmas, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say Jesus is the reason for this season. No, like, if I do choose to celebrate it, I will celebrate it for Christmas. And I'm not going to, because I don't like the pagan oriented. It's just really evil, and I don't like that at all. It's Satan oriented. It's just surrounded with Satanism and worshiping Satan, basically. So it's a no for me. Yeah, like, when I walk around looking at people's decoration, I see no Christ in it. When I walk around seeing people doing all these things with gifts and mistletoes and the little stocking things, I don't see no Christ in it. So that Christmas tree, like, I see no Christ in it. So that's why I choose not to celebrate Christmas. But kudos to you if you see Christ, and if you think that putting up a Christmas tree is, you see Christ in that, go ahead and do it. But for me, I see no Christ in it. Putting up my house with lights, I see no Christ in it. Having to put presents underneath the Christmas, I see no light in it. If I want to give people gifts, I could give them gifts anytime. I don't have to put them, even if it is in the season of Christmas and giving gifts, there's no problem with it. If I want to, I feel like that's not really celebrating Christmas. If I want to give gifts, if I want to just take a group of friends and say, okay, we're gonna do where we give each other gifts, say it's in April, I'ma do it. It does not matter. It does not have to be. The fact is that we say that we don't celebrate the date, but it is on that date that we sit around our Christmas trees and open our gifts. Where is Christ in that? Where is Christ in that? You know what I mean? So, I don't know how to really explain it. I just basically, straightforwardly, it's a pagan holiday. And just like Adventists don't celebrate Easter, I feel like Christmas is the exact same thing. But for some reason, because the word Christ is in Christmas, and it's saying it's celebrating Christ's birth, for some reason, it's so hard for a lot of Christians to let go. For some reason, because the whole world celebrates it, because again, it's mixed in with a pagan holiday, which is celebrating Santa Claus, that's why it's hard for a lot of people to let go, because not only does Christians celebrate it, and for the longest time, for 400 years, Christians did not celebrate Christmas. They were against Christmas. So that's another reason that really makes me like, so what is the whole point? Like, why? It's something that Satan has really grasped us at. We're over here worshiping pagan and idols that are not Christ. So I forgot I was gonna go somewhere with this. I keep forgetting, because my thoughts are everywhere right now, because it took a while for me 5 years for me to study everything and finally be able to come up with a conclusion. So I'm really happy that I came up with a conclusion, and I am pretty sure that I left out some of the reasons, because my mind is everywhere. This is why I always like writing down what my main points, because then I'll forget something important. But if you guys have any questions, I am happy to talk about it in the comment section below. So feel free to comment down and let's chat and talk about it. But I really want to remember this point that I was going to say. It was something about how Christians didn't celebrate it before. And yeah. So I was talking about how basically it's just funny to me how Adventist people, we choose not to celebrate Easter because it's a pagan holiday, right? The same thing with Christmas, like the same exact thing. It's just that Easter celebrates what? The death of Christ. You see where I'm going there? You see where I'm going there? My point exactly. So overall, like I keep saying, my mind is everywhere. So yeah, that is my conclusion. So I'm going to quit celebrating Christmas because it is a pagan holiday and I do not support pagan traditions. And in the Bible says that we should flee away from pagan traditions. I don't want to celebrate things that are actually lions dressed in sheep's clothing. So that's why I don't want to celebrate Christmas, and I'm not going to celebrate Christmas. But I will take advantage of this season and I will share Jesus and I will share God's love, because why not? If the rest of the world is going to celebrate and talk about Christ, then why not? So that is it, my lovely people. Thank you for tuning in another episode of Try Again This Time with God. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.